Global Wrestling Action is live tonight from St. Paul, Minnesota, and we have a huge card coming for you. Welcome everyone to GCW Action Episode 2. I'm Jordan Hunter, the voice of GCW. And tonight I am joined by my broadcast partner Sam Dutry, the announcer of Global Wrestling. And we have a big card of action tonight. And speaking of a big card, this is Mr. N making his arrival to the arena earlier today as he...
Such a great card for tonight's return second episode of Global Wrestling Action, but look who just arrived to the arena right now. Daniel Wolf, who will be wrestling the man making his in-ring return for the first time in 10 years, Mr. N. Also tonight, we have two huge matches involving the Collective, and one of their nemesis arrived ready to go earlier today, who is none other than Raid SH. Raid is willing to do anything in his power, as he said, in order to not let Davey Claudio get away with what he did to him a few years ago, and tonight Raid fights Claudio's tag team partner Sebastian Jr.
Two huge angles as we have the gauntlet match, not the gauntlet match, sorry, the elimination match. And this is the Collective getting things ready for tonight for the Celebration Championship. And also for the 5-way elimination match that we are going to see tonight. And also tonight, as I explained, we have two 5-way elimination match where the winners will get the advantage from the gauntlets that we are going to have on episode 21. And this is going to be the second gauntlet, and that's the first one on your screen right now. So we have Davey Claudio going to be busy tonight. But tonight on GCW Action Episode 2, we are going to start the show with an amazing match, a test of strength between Behemoth from the Kenny Times Mpire and the newest GCW addition to the roster, who is the strongest wrestler in the world. Let's take a look at what happened recently between Mpire and also Behemoth challenging for the title.
But who is brave enough to step up against the mighty strongest athlete of global car wrestling? Project Alpha.
And this is Behemoth.
I will avenge the defeat of my friend Beef, because no big man should have to endure this. Behemoth is the total package of strength and dominance.
Will suffer the same fate as your little friend Beef next week.
And that man is massive. This is Mr. N's worst nightmare. This is Behemoth making his way to the ring, getting ready to face Project Alpha. And speaking of Project Alpha, here she comes making her way to the ring. On Collision episode 20,
she defeated Behemoth with a big body slam on Collision episode 19, sorry. She defeated Beef with a stout body slam. And then Behemoth went on Collision episode 21 on the latest episode and challenged Project Alpha into a one-on-one match. So this is the reason of why we are having this match right now. Project Alpha believes that she can defeat anyone as big as both of these men standing in the ring. And the match is underway. This is and what a big move by Behemoth, making his presence felt. Project Alpha with a takedown. And a big mean slap, but that slap didn't do anything. A big punch, literally knocking out Behemoth. So if you are Project Alpha, the only way to take down Behemoth is by wearing him down. Anything that you can do to put that big man down, you have to try. But if you are Behemoth, you want to end this match quick, because Behemoth is big, and the longer this match goes, the longer it will affect Behemoth. Behemoth right now. Behemoth is no stranger to the square circle. Behemoth has competed into the Anytime New Fight show. This is Mr. N's worst nightmare. Mr. N lost to Behemoth into the beginning of the Anytime Fight show. And Behemoth, still a little bit showing up, never stops to demonstrate that big imposing figure that he has. Behemoth running into the ropes for a punch. He avoided it. She avoided it, but she also kicked out of the run-up, and now Behemoth choking Project Alpha. And Project Alpha hadn't lost a single televised match in Global Core Wrestling. Behemoth projecting Alpha into the ropes. Big mean chop. And now he's doing it again. And he tried to give her that big attempt one more time. I mean, if Project Alpha want to prove something tonight, this is what she has to do. Defeat Behemoth, and then you're into the conversation. That's a crucifix powerbomb by Behemoth, who's now not even trying to cover Alpha. He's going to do it a second time. Behemoth is trying to take things slow. He is trying to run down Alpha, and this is going to be a big brainbuster suplex. Behemoth showing how powerful he is. He is on Project Alpha. And she gets running into the ropes. Running punch. Clothesline from the top rope. Project Alpha is fighting back. Big kick. And now Project Alpha again gonna go to the third rope with the clothesline. This time Behemoth saw her. He avoided it. Projecting Alpha into the ropes, reversed. And Behemoth just ran into the referee. And Behemoth is down. This is Project Alpha with the crossarm breaker. And that's a leaping puncher. And a big knee drop. Project Alpha demonstrated 2 weeks ago that she can literally do the body slam on Behemoth, as she did on Beef. And Beef is Behemoth's friend, so Behemoth wants to prove that big wrestlers can defeat Project Alpha. But Alpha now with the run-up. 1-2. Behemoth kicked out at 2. Project Alpha running to the ropes. And look at Project Alpha's chest. She is bleeding from all of those big chops that she took from Behemoth. And the size of Behemoth's hand equals Project Alpha's head. And Behemoth now with an inverted atomic drop, adding insult to injury to Project Alpha. And if I'm this is where I would have ended the match. Project Alpha with the big clothesline. Only at 2 counts. She's gonna punch Behemoth into the face again. She's trying to keep Behemoth down. 1 up. 1, 2. Behemoth kicking out. She's literally looking to give Behemoth the body slam. But can she do it? She did. She just body slammed Behemoth. And this is the sit-out body slam. And that's it. 1, 2, and 3. Project Alpha just defeated Behemoth. Body slam to Beef, and then now Behemoth. Project Alpha still has not lost a single match in Global Pro Wrestling. What a victory! And this is the replay. This is how she was able to defeat Behemoth with the first body slam and then the second beautiful sit-out body slam, the same one she gave to Beef. And then she wanted to go get the pinfall victory. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next on Global Pro Wrestling Action, there is going to be a Battle Royale qualifying match between Randy Sage and Sebastian, as Randy Sage made it clear to himself that anything David Clodo is going to do, he's going to be in front of him in order to be standing in his ring. And David Clodo, and we went backstage. This is Project Alpha fighting 2-on-1 against Beef and Behemoth.
There's no way I'm getting involved into that.
And Stone Cold Hitty is literally not helping Project Alpha. Stone Cold Hitty does not care at all. Project Alpha seems to be more angry at Hitty.
Togi, Mirza, I both asked you guys to be here, Bose. I wanted to talk to you about the best of 5 series. Togi, you won the last match at GCW Showcase and it was a steel chairs match. Mirza, you won both the 1-on-1 match and the 2 out of 3 falls match at Bloodbath. Therefore, match number 4 of the Best of 5 series will be happening either at Collision Episode 21 or Collision Episode 22 regarding of the time the 2 gauntlet matches are going to take. However, match number 4 is going to be a strong styles rules match. There will be fast count-out. Sid of the ring will be to 20. And the only way to win is by making your opponent tap out, whether it is inside or outside the ring.
I am ready to challenge you for your championship. I want to take you down, Scott. I want to take down the entire collective.
You will never have what it takes to be a world heavyweight champion.
We are back on Global Wrestling Action. This is a one-on-one match between Sebastian Jr. and Wade Sage. David Claudio recently, on the latest episode of Collision, got his ticket for the Global Championship Battle Royale happening at the Emergence 2. Therefore, Wade Sage went to ask Snyder to get a qualifying match for the Emergence 2. This is what you're seeing on your screen right now. And this is Wade Sage making his way to the ring. Getting to face Sebastian Jr., David Claudio's tag team partner. And David Claudio are going to be busy in the 5-way elimination match later tonight. Wade Sage had no idea he had to go face Sebastian Jr. tonight. But this is sweet because Wade Sage had his wife attacked at Collision episode 19 by David Claudio and the rest of the collective in order to intimidate Wade Sage, as Wade Sage was going to face David Claudio for the World Championship. Wade Sage retained his championship that night, and then that man Sebastian helped Lane Scott, posing as a security officer, in order to help Lane Scott start the World Heavyweight Championship, just for Lane Scott to win the World Heavyweight Championship at GCW Showcase. So this is personal for Wade Sage. And Wade Sage is already going back and front against Sebastian Jr. And Sebastian Jr. is big, but he is also fast. But he is also fast and resourceful, as you can see. And Sebastian right now working on it, dominating Wade Sage as we speak. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that you support Global Wrestling on Wavenet. Very important. This allows us the content that we propose to you every week on our YouTube channel. And now Sebastian Jr. is dominating on Wade Sage. Wade Sage found a way to get out of that chokehold, and now Sebastian is rolling up Wade just for a 1 count. Now pinning Wade Sage 1-2, only a 2 count. I haven't saw Wade Sage being rocked that much by any other wrestlers in any kind of match in a long time. Besides maybe since when he faced Lane Scott at GCW Showcase. Wade Sage had to find a way, he has to find a way to come back if he wants to win this matchup. However, later tonight, Sebastian's tag team partner David Claudio is going to be in a 5-way elimination match that will determine who will get the advantage for the gauntlet that we are going to see great matchup that we are going to see on the next episode of Collision. So both wrestlers are going to be busy tonight, and the entire collective is doing something. And now this is Sebastian with a body slam. Literally dominating with the stage as we speak. Where the stage has to find the resources to get back up. And these are the wrestlers already qualified for the Battle Royale that will be happening at the Emergence soon. And where the sage is fighting back now, he attempted the moonsault with the dropkick, projecting Sebastian into the ropes, another dropkick, and now Sebastian is outside of the ring. And where the sage running into the ropes, moonsault. And ladies and gentlemen, GCW Action continues right after this commercial break.
I am ready to challenge you for your championship. I want to take you down, Scott. I want to take down the entire collective.
You will never have what it takes to be a world heavyweight champion.
And we are back live on GCW Action, episode 2. This is where the Sage facing up against Sebastian Jr. from the collective for the opportunity to participate into the Battle Royale at the Emergence Tour for the Global Championship, where the Sage asked for this opportunity to Snyder because David Claudio qualified by defeating his friend Orpet. And also because Wade Sage wants to make it personal. It's not even Wade who wants to make it personal. It is already personal between Wade Sage and David Claudio, as David Claudio attacked Wade Sage while on Collision on episode 18. And still to come tonight into the main event, it's going to be Mr. N against Daniel Wolf. Mr. N making huge in-ring return action. You know, Wade Sage fired up on the third rope. The moonsault here, but he didn't connect. And a spear by Sebastian Jr. in a body slam. Sebastian Jr. literally, what a pipe driver. He hasn't pinned Wade Sage, but now Wade Sage still in this match somehow. And I'd like to remind you all to not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel also. Sebastian pinning Wade, only a 2 count again. Wade Sage projecting Sebastian into the corner of the ring, getting him up for the superplex. He's gonna go for it right now. He's gonna go for the moonsault, and this time he may be able to do moonsault. Incredible moonsault. Sebastian right up getting back on ride. This has to be by far the longest match Sebastian has been in. This is also Sebastian's second match in Global Car Wrestling and the second match against the former heavyweight champion. If he wasn't up to the task, and that's a superplex of his own, if he wasn't up to the task of facing a former heavyweight champion, he wouldn't have been in this matchup. This is Sebastian showing up that he can literally go toe to toe with one of the all-time greats. And Ray Sage with the Tiger Suplex reversed. Sebastian had Ray Sage in position with the body slam going on the third rope. He's gonna go for the knee drop. And oh no, he's not gonna do it. But Ray Sage now comes back with the clothesline. And now he's got the Boston leg submission locked in. And Sebastian Jr. Wade Sage trying to prove his point right there. And when projecting Sebastian into the corner of the ring, taking him up. Superplex from the third rope. Again on the third rope with the big moonsault, pinning Sebastian right now. 1, 2, and 3. Wade Sage just defeated Sebastian Jr. from the connected. An incredible victory. Wade Sage has just qualified for the Battle Royale and the Emergence too, and Sebastian seems to be pissed. He's incredibly upset. I think he's gonna go run after Raid. And he's chasing Wade Sage. And Wade Sage running backstage. That's literally not his style. Running back to the locker room. And wait. And there's Sebastian Jr. And what the... Assad kicking the living hell out of Sebastian. That was a heck of a plan.
You advocated this match between Mr. Simonak and Daniel Wolf as a steel cage escape match live in the next premium live event at the Emergence 2. Could you explain to the audience watching?
He is going to allow Assad to get the victory or what? He's attacking Assad too! Also attacking Assad! The man that he was teaming with, what the hell is that all about? I'm in a steel step up with the Daniel Wolf.
You are amusing me, Mr. N. Have you done complaining? I mean, you stated this. In the beginning, I wasn't even rooting to face the Simonak Stalker. I wanted to fight you, and newsflash, I still do. I'm gonna make you my bitch.
Toute Simonak, Daniel Wolf attacking Simonak with his steel chair. Daniel Wolf destroying Simonak knee. Sending a message. Snyder, I want Daniel Wolf. 1-on-1. Give me Daniel Wolf in a match.
Fine. Then it's settled. In GCW Action Episode 2 you will face Daniel Wolf 1-on-1.
Not an announcement based.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my host of this time, Mr. M. So tonight you will be in a match against Daniel Wolf. Are you prepared to go back into the squared circle for this match? Are you ready to face your most difficult challenge yet?
Yes, Yes, I am prepared to face Daniel Wolf tonight, but this is my in-ring return, and I don't know how this match is going to be. However, one thing I'm sure is that I have Simon by my back, and I have no choice but to go into this match. So I don't know what will Daniel Wolf do and how he's going to react. I'm a little scared of what's going to happen during this match, but I have no choice. Therefore, I'm going to go. And I hope after that he's gonna keep my name out of his mouth. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GCW Action. Coming up next on this incredible episode, we are going to have a 5-way elimination match where the winner gets the last ticket for next Collision episode, Tag Team Gauntlet Tournament Match 1. And this is going to be happening coming up next, but however, this is a video package that is going to be broadcasted in a couple of seconds of what happened regarding the tag team tournament and the consequences for the emergence too. It is now time for the main event, one of the most decorated tag teams all over the Empire. I'm talking about Jimmy Tornado ringside to watch the match with his starting partner. Gary and Jimmy are gonna have a words exchange right now. And again, that one was mean too. Hurricane Runner, once again. 1, 2, and 3, separate ends. And it's just going to run after Gary. Kit and 24 for attempting to steal the tag team championships, and now Seka is still fighting over the Mantra and Gary. There will be 2 good tag matches between 5 teams each. Hadn't wrestled in a long time in GCW, but they are fighting against the Uber Beast and Wonder Boy. Why that? This is the first entrance of this matchup. This is Jimmy Tornado representing Lonzo Money Incorporation with Bobby Bucks. Bobby Bucks, former heavyweight champion in GCW. Bobby Bucks making his return next week on Global Car Wrestling after almost a 10 to 15 year hiatus. And I would like to remember that Gary Emmett is already on the ring. Gary Emmett is having issues with Jimmy Tornado. And this is the Uber Beast teaming with Wonder Boy, representing Uber Wonder. With a thunderous ovation. There is a lot of experience in the squared circle right now, as you could have seen. And speaking of experience, here comes another veteran. It's the Legends elimination match right now. This is Blaze making his entrance, representing Fire and Ice, with the Real Big Pete actually being injured. But this is another Empire legend. And speaking of legends, Davy Claudio, who we just saw his tag team partner losing to Randy Sage. And Davy Claudio did some despicable things. He is probably at the moment one of the most hated wrestlers in all of global pro wrestling. But yet Davy Claudio is looking for the win. And there we go, the match has started. This is a fatal 5-way elimination match. Let me remind you guys the rules. And first of all, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and the fuck? Sorry. You probably already got eliminated by King Cross. That was fast. Claudio with the power slam. And the pile driver, Gary Emmett looking to eliminate Jimmy Tornado. Gary Emmett is having issues with Jimmy Tornado because Jimmy Tornado was ringside at the last episode of Collision, watching the Tag Team Championship match between the Rob Gamers and Secta. However, Gary Emmett couldn't take his eyes off Jimmy Tornado during that matchup. And there is going to be 2 gauntlet matches on the next episode of GCW Collision. And the winner of this 5-way elimination match is going to have the last entry ticket, which is a huge advantage because there is going to be 5 teams in the first gauntlet and 5 teams in the second gauntlet. And Mr. Kush on the last episode of Collision declared that he's looking for the Tag Team Championship, but right now this is a huge, the knee drop from the apron. And now Kirk literally, missed the splash, but that's a double suplex. And Gary Emmett hitting the apron hard, making an example out of Gary Emmett. Jimmy Tornado finally able to get his hands on Gary. And also, so that was on Collision episode 20. On episode 21, that's the 3D on Jimmy, adding insult to injury. On episode 21, what the hell is the Urabis doing there? Just messing around. On episode 21, a brawl ended the show between all the tag teams of the tag team tournament. And Davy Claudio is eliminating. No, he kicked out. There was a brawl to end this episode between all the teams. And whoever wins this tournament is going to face Secta at the Emergence 2 for the Tag Team Championships. And right now, as you can see, that, and now there's just Blaze giving stamina to everyone, and Davy Claudio picking up the slacks, but now Blaze just eliminated Jimmy Tornado. And Gary with the gun track suplex, and he's gonna pin Davy, but Blaze just wants all the glory. They do not even want to work with each other. They do not like each other at all. And Blaze had an epic rivalry against Davy Claudio in MMW. Claudio was the Intercontinental Champion for a while, pinning Blaze 1, 2, and 3, and Claudio just got the win over Blaze. So this is going to be Claudio against Gary Emmett, and whoever gets the pin, the last pinfall, is going to give their team. They are going to give their team the golden ticket for the first gauntlet that we will see in the next episode of Collision. And then the second bracket is going also to have a 5-way elimination matchup coming later that night. And now Claudio projecting Gary into the ropes, taking down Gary, and now attacking Gary, trying to keep him on the ground, inflict Gary as much damage as possible. And that's a big close line. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that still to come tonight into the main event, Mr. Andy is going to face Damian Wolf. And that's a bad driver by Davy Claudio, who has to go try and pin Gary, but he prefers to give him the Claudio mission. I couldn't come up with any better names. This is Gary trying to chop his way out of Claudio, blocking the chop, but not that's a punch to the head. And Gary Emmett seems to understand the stakes. I mean, he got a tag team championship match on episode 20. These opportunities do not come very often. Like, he might have to wait another 10 years if he doesn't win this match. And now this is just Davy Claudio insulting Gary Emmett, trying Jimmy Tornado spear butter. You have to use any means necessary to win the match. And Claudio is pinning Gary Emmett 1-2, only a 2 count. Now Gary Emmett with the suplex, big brain buster. And that's a big move by Gary Emmett and Davy Claudio right now. And Gary Emmett is trying to chop, and what a chop. And again trying to suplex again by Gary Emmett and Claudio, projecting Claudio into the ropes. And Claudio has had enough, he's exhausted. And that's brilliant by Gary Emmett. And now Gary Emmett with the run-up. One. How the hell did Claudio kicked out? And Claudio with the Claudio drop. A big drop kick. And now Davy Claudio is taking too much time, looking to throw the beer again. And Gary Emmett fights back. Claudio was wasting time, and now Davy Claudio is paying for it. One mistake can cost you a match. But now Claudio seems to be pinning Gary, and Gary kicked out that again. Big drop kick again by Claudio, pinning Gary Emmett 1, 2, and Gary's kicking out. Gary is extremely resilient into that matchup tonight. And Gary was about to go for the back body suplex, but that's a headlock submission by Davy Claudio. Gary Emmett is attempting to reach the ropes, but as you can see, Claudio is preventing Gary to reach the ropes. That's a big kick into the abdomen of Gary Emmett, cutting the respiration, cutting the air, the breathing of Gary Emmett. And now Gary Emmett with a big chop to Davy Claudio. He literally removes the turnbuckle. We don't know for what reason, but anyway, I assume Gary Emmett is gonna go for the big splash. And he missed the knee drop from the third rope. And this is just... come on. Seriously. Seriously. And now Claudia is paying for it. And Claudio is back into the ring right now. luring Gary Emmett inside, and Gary missed the clothesline, running into the ropes, clothesline again, and Claudio just blocked it with a big drop kick again. Now he's pinning. Gary has his feet under the ropes, and there is a steam chair inside of the ring. I'm surprised Claudio hasn't used it at this point, but this is the Claudio breaker. And that's 1, 2, and 3. Claudio, after qualifying for the Battle Royale at German Gens 2, he's going to get his Team the Last ticket for next week's Gauntlet match. Next week for next Collision episode Gauntlet match. And what a match we got. They have scars everywhere, bleeding everywhere. The resiliency of Gary Emmett is to be underlined. But however, this is going to be on the next episode of GCW Collision. The Web Gamers, Slotswood Money Inc., Fire Knights, Claudio and Sebastian, and Uber Wonder on episode 21. And speaking of the Collective, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is going to be the Collective Celebration. And they are getting ready, they are prepared.
Okay, everything is ready for Lance Scott Celebration, guys.
And GCW Action episode 2 comes back after the commercial break.